Welcome back to Stasis Jiu-Jitsu. On today's video, I got 4 tips on how to help you pick the right Jiu-Jitsu academy. Before we get started, I want to tell you guys a few things. Number one, I got a thicker marker today because the last time, if you guys watched the video, I used a fine point. It was a little bit hard to see and I was really annoying me. So got out, bought a bigger one. So hopefully it's going to be nice, big and bold for you. And next thing is, you might notice this place, I don't know if you can tell just by the wall, but you know, Bianca and I, we finally left. We got our own basement apartment now. We're up north where there's trees and we love it. It's absolutely amazing. So it's a bit of an exciting time for us just before we're about to actually open up the academy and within this year. So it's super, super exciting. I just wanted to share it with you guys. And also the last video I did was actually a seminar video that I just finished. Finished the concrete guard passing video. If you guys haven't seen that, I'm gonna leave like a link right above the video, and I'm also gonna leave the link in the description. Go watch it, guys. It was something that was one of my dreams I wanted to do ever since I was a white belt, and I was very excited about it. I'd love for you guys to watch it if you didn't watch it. Okay, that's enough talking. Let's get right to the actual video. The very first thing you want to look out for when you walk into the academy is the overall vibe of the place. What does it feel like? What sort of energy are you getting off of it? So the very first thing would be, what is the vibe? What does it feel like? So pretty much as simple as what it is. What's your initial impression? You know, what is it like talking to people there? Was there anyone that really actually approached you when you walked in? Were you left standing there for too long and you felt a little bit awkward, uncomfortable? Because generally you're going to feel very nervous. For the most part, not everybody, but you're going to feel a little bit nervous walking into an academy for your very first time. Because it is nerve-wracking, man. I mean, you see UFC, you see all these guys beating each other in, so you get a sort of false perception of what a martial arts school will look like. So again, you walk in, what does it feel like? How are the people treating you? What's the atmosphere overall? Now, the second thing is going to be, was there a good customer service experience, right? So number 2 would be customer service. So by customer service overall, so when you called in and you said you were interested in coming in, maybe they had a trial for 6 days or 30 days, whatever it is, what was the process like? Did they say to you, okay, we'll come in, we're going to book you for an appointment, then we're going to have a consultation where we give you a tour, run you through the schedule, the prices, was it laid out well, was it easy for you, right? Because for the most part, some people just like it kind of just free, where they just say, hey, just come and do a class and then let us know if you like it or not and we'll sign you up. If you like it, then that's no problem. Me personally, I like having a process because like if I were to go to an academy, I would enjoy a process. Because again, you're going to be a little bit nervous. I don't really know how it goes. So I'd rather someone just kind of walk me through it. I just follow their lead and they tell me how to, you know, what mat area am I going to train on if it's a bigger academy, washrooms, their rules, again, scheduling, their pricing. I'd like someone to kind of be there with me, to talk to me. So that's maybe something you want to think about as well. What's the customer service like? Now, the third thing on that list is the hygiene. How clean is the environment? A clean environment. So pretty much what I would say is ask if there's someone who's giving you a consultation, or if you're just kind of going in on your own, they just have a open policy, you can just go in whenever you want. Ask them how often, obviously an employee of the academy, how often do they clean the mats? What are their cleaning schedules like a little bit? You don't have to dig like so far down and try to know everything about it. But for the most part is they generally should be cleaning every day if they are running a class every day, right? Because ringworm, staph infection, those kind of things can be a problem. I'm not saying it's like it's gonna happen, right? But it can be an issue if they're not cleaning it. So you always want to make sure, are they cleaning the mats after the classes are done? Are they cleaning it when they do have classes, right? Because just as a quick story, I remember once a bunch of us went to LA. We were going to be competing, and just maybe like a couple days before the competition, we wanted to kind of tune up our techniques, kind of get the blood flowing, shake off the nerves a little bit. So we went to like a local just academy right across the street from the hotel, and I gotta tell you, we walked in. He was a very pleasant owner, but man, those mats were... I don't even know if he's ever washed them. They had such a putrid smell. It was so brutal. We couldn't handle it. In fact, it was so uncomfortable training on it. We cut it a little bit short, and then we were like, guys, we gotta go home and shower. You just felt like you were caked in all the bacteria in the world. So it is very important. So always ask the staff member that you're with, the manager or whoever, that how often do they clean the mats. And also, how often should you wash your own gi as well? A lot of people actually forget how often you got to wash a gi, because the most common thing that people forget to do is they'll train with their gi, not wash it, thinking it's fine. I didn't sweat in it too much. And then it's not the thing is, it won't smell that bad the first time you train with it and then leave it. It's the second time you jump into class. The minute you have dry sweat, right? So you have a gi that got really sweaty and it dries out. The minute it gets sweaty again, the smell, it's brutal. It's really bad. Like for sure, they're gonna know it's you. There's no way of avoiding it. So please, you gotta remember to wash it. Because this is sort of a little bit off topic. It's not really related to the academy, but ask them about the hygiene for the gis as well. And now the fourth thing you want to look for, you want to ask if it's not visually seen in the academy, is an actual curriculum, like a program that you follow for your actual progression in the jiu-jitsu sport journey. So by curriculum, I mean, do they have like sort of the beginners separated from more of the intermediates? Do they have the intermediate separated from the advanced? It doesn't have to be so crazy, but generally it's a good idea to have that, because it'll be more beginner friendly for you. Because again, this is a very, very deep sport. There's a lot of technique to be learned, and you just got to imagine that some of these guys who have been training for a very long time, it's going to be near impossible for you to do anything in terms of actually trying any techniques on them when it's like live rolling. It's damn near impossible. So it is nice for you to have people around you that are pretty much at the same level. They just started like you. They're all nervous like you, right? It just makes it a lot more pleasant and easier to start. Now, when it comes to the curriculum, do they have an actual, not only just separating the beginners from the advanced, do they have an actual program that they're following week by week, month by month, however, but they have a system? Do they have one? You want to ask that, because here's the reason why. You want to look at it this way. It's a very simple thing. I say it all the time. It's basically if you have a random teaching style. So if you're in an environment where they teach randomly, you're going to get random results. Right? That's pretty much what it is. Random teaching, you'll get random results. So essentially, it's like you might get good, you might not get good. It really just depends on so many factors. But generally speaking, a school with no curriculum, no program, it's just sort of whatever they're in the mood for, whatever they just saw online, they're just going to show it in class. If you actually don't have anything that you're following, it will generally only accommodate the athletic-based person. So someone who's more, someone who's stronger, someone who's faster, maybe someone who's done athletics before, so they have very good balance, they have good coordination. So a lot of those things are like, a random sort of training environment with no structure is only going to accommodate to those people. And what's going to happen is it's going to create a bit of a filter, a bit of a filtering system. The strong and the fast and the people that just pick up the moves quicker will be able to stay and get better. But the ones that don't start to feel like maybe this isn't for me. Maybe it's just like, I don't know what's happening, I'm not getting it. Because for some, again, this is a difficult sport. Some people catch it quicker, some people don't. But if you have a sort of program that you're following and you have a very step-by-step goal, like today, maybe for the month, we're working on only escapes. Everyone's working escapes, and you have an actual side escape, mount escape, back escape, escaping from submissions, whatever, it doesn't really matter. But it's something you're following, something you're working towards. And everyone's on the same page here, right? And again, even with a program, some guys will get better faster than others, some might not, some might take some time. Doesn't matter, but at the end of the day, the odds of you getting better with an actual program are dramatically higher. It's actually unbelievable. Even a very simple half-assed curriculum will produce better results, in my opinion, right, than just whatever, random. Just come in, let's just do chokes, triangle chokes today. And then maybe the next day you come in and the professor says, okay, well, let's do escapes. Right? It's just sort of random, and then generally what's going to happen is, this is my only guess, not all schools, but what will happen is if they're showing something random, it might not even be a simple random move. It'll be somewhat of a complex random move to sort of pull you in and reel you in to make you go like, oh, these are such amazing moves. Funny enough, the more boring it feels when you start, the better it is generally. So the more boring is what? Simple hip escapes, break falls, working your balance on top of mount, working your balance and working your posture within close guard. Certain things to start. Those are the things as beginners you really should be doing. If you're coming in and then right off the bat, it's okay guys, we're doing flying arm bars. We're doing it's like double leg takedowns, you know, full on. Like it's, yeah, you really want to double check that. So again, I know this one was a little bit long, but it is very important to me, especially because I really believe in curriculums. There you have it, guys. I tried to keep it very simple today. I don't want to go too crazy because, to be honest with you, I actually filmed this like about a week ago, and it was brutal. I was overthinking everything because like every time I do these kind of like every time I want to do these videos where I'm talking with a whiteboard, I really want to go crazy in depth. I want to go nuts with it, but it's just going to be like a 1 to 2 hour video, and it's going to be unreal. If honestly, if you guys are interested in that sort of thing, I'd love to do it. But again, I don't want to just go nuts, so I want to keep it very simple today, and I hope this kind of helps you guys out, keeps things a little bit clear for you. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.